Yeah, good morning, all of you. So, I think we have discussed all the models in the pair of linear equations two variables. We know how to plot the points and we know how to get the points of a given equation. And after getting the points, how to plot on a graph sheet and how to get the straight line and various models also we have discussed. Yesterday's in a previous class, the line which is in the form of y is equal to mx, it should be passing through origin, and another line y is equal to mx plus c, where it intersects at 0 comma c, that is intercept form. Okay, these are all the things. And now in today's class, let us have some examples which are given in our exercises, isn't it? So in that examples, he will give some word problems only, isn't it? That word problems already we have explained, discussed. One of the situation is given and we prepared that linear equation in two variables and we have drawn the graph. Like this, some different models are there. Okay, let us see now. Before that, come on, all of you write one question. Write down. If the point 3 comma 4, if the point 3 comma 4 lies on the graph, if the point 3 comma 4 lies on the graph, 3y equals to ax plus 7, 3y is equals to ax plus 7, then find a, are you clear? This is the point 3 comma 4 which lies on the graph 3y equals to ax plus 7, and then you have to find the value of a. Very simple this is. What is the given graph, given line, ma? Given line, or else given equation of the line. Given equation of the line. What is the given equation of the line, children, here? 3y is equals to ax plus 7. Isn't it? On that line, one of the point is lying. So what is the given point, children, here? Given point that equals to 3 comma 4. What is the condition it is given here? This point is lying on this line. That means this line is passing through this point. Whenever any point is lying on that, it should be satisfy the given condition. That means you can substitute the values of x and y in the respective equation, in the respective places. That means 3y means 4 is equals to a, x means 3 plus 7. Have you all understood how I substitute here? So 3 into 4 how much? 12 is equals to 3a plus 7. Is it clear? Now 12 minus 7 is equals to 3a. 12 minus 7 how much? 5 equals to 3a. Therefore a is equal to how much? 5 by 3. This is the value of a. Are you clear? So when a equals to 5 by 3, then only the point 3 comma 4 lies on this. Other than 5 by 3, this point will not be lie on that graph. Are you clear? That's all simple. Whenever it is lying or it is passing means it should be satisfy the given equation. Satisfying means what? We should get a true statement. That's all. Are you clear or not? This is the way we can find out. There is a 3. There are another models also. We have verified already in our previous examples. Check whether the point is lying on the graph or not. How can we check? We can substitute that point. Whether we got the true statement, it is lying. When we got false statement, it does not lie. Are you clear? And some other also. Is it clear or not? That's all. Please note it down this. Yeah, okay, children. And now, this is also the question which is given from exercise 4.3 only. Okay. In the same way, the fourth question, see here I am reading. The taxi fare in a city as follows. For the first kilometer, the fare is rupees 8. and for the next subsequent distance it is 5 rupees per kilometer. Taking a distance covered as x kilometers and total fare is y rupees. Write a linear equation for this information and draw a graph. See, here one of the situation is given. What is the given situation here? Something a taxi. We are hiring that taxi and we have to give some charge or not. How the taxi man is collecting the charge here? For the first 1 kilometer, for every first 1 kilometer, he used to charge some fixed charge, that is 8 rupees. After 1 kilometer, how many kilometers you are going to travel, then we have to pay additionally 5 rupees per each kilometer. Have you understood the condition is here? Have you understood or not? So, total fare he has given as 100 rupees. It is given, it is mentioned or not? See, the total fare is given as, no, it is not 100, it is not mentioned. The total fare is given as y. Okay, leave it. Okay, just later I will explain clearly. Before that, I want to know a small example with you. What is the first fixed charge is here given?
8 rupees.
8 rupees. Fixed charge, FC means 8 rupees. For each every 1 hour, for the subsequent 1 hour, he is collecting 5 rupees. Are you clear? For every 1 hour, he is collecting 5 rupees. Now, I have traveled 5 hours. Let us, it is not mentioned here, leave it. But to get that equation, to understand very easily, I am taking this example. I have traveled 5 hours. Then how much amount I have to pay? How much amount I have to pay for 5 hours journey? How much amount? See, fixed charge per 1 hour.
65.
For every 1 hour is, first 1 hour, 8 rupees. First 1 hour, 8 rupees. So, for the next subsequent hours, each and every hour we have to pay 5 rupees. So, how many total hours I have paid here? I have traveled here 5 hours. In that fixed 1 hour is common. Remaining how many hours I have traveled here? 4 hours. For this 1 hour, how much amount we have to pay?
8 rupees.
8 rupees. For this 4 hours, how much hours we have to pay? 20 rupees. Because each hour is 5 rupees, na? 20 rupees. So total how much I have to pay?
28 rupees.
28 rupees. Are you clear? Are you clear or not? How? Because for every 5 hours means 5 8 of 40, no. For the first hour, how much, whatever it is, for the first hour we have to pay 8 rupees. For the next subsequent hours, we have to pay 5 rupees per each hour. But in this situation, not in terms of hours. Travel means in terms of kilometers is given. For suppose, same thing, same question I will ask you one more thing. Here taxi fare, na? As it is a taxi fare, first 1 kilometer we have to pay 8 rupees. For the next every 1 km, that means subsequent. Subsequent means after that, after completion of 1 kilometer, we have to pay 5 rupees. Now I have traveled 10 kilometers. How much distance I have traveled? 10 kilometers. Then how much amount I have to pay? How much amount I have to pay for 10 kilometers? That means 10 kilometers total. In that, fixed 1 kilometer is common. And the remaining how many kilometers? 9 kilometers. For this fixed, for that first 1 kilometer, how much amount I have to pay? 8 rupees. For this 9 kilometers, how much amount I have to pay? Sorry. How much amount I have to pay?
45.
9 into 45. Sorry, 9 into 5. That equals to 45. So 8 plus 45, how much? 53 rupees I have to pay for traveling 10 kilometers. Is it clear? Okay. But in this situation, he doesn't mention how many kilometers he has traveled and how much total amount also he has to pay. That also not mentioned. But what he has to take? X kilometers he has to take. X kilometer is total journey. How much journey he has completed here? He has to take X kilometers. So distance traveled equals to how much more? X kilometers. Here all we finding total 10 means remaining kilometers how many? 10 minus 1, that is 9, isn't it? Total 5 means remaining kilometers how many? 5 minus 1, that is remaining kilometers. What is the need of finding remaining kilometers? To get the charge. That means 9 minus 1 into 5 and 10 minus 1 into 5, isn't it? To knowing that one, we need to find remaining kilometers or not? So, total amount or else total charge equals to y rupees you can take. Let distance traveled is x kilometers and total charge is y rupees. Now let us see. Charge for first 1 kilometer. How much it is given? 8 rupees. Charge for next subsequent kilometer. Subsequent kilometer equals to 5 rupees. Are you clear? Now charge for x kilometers equals to how much more? 8 plus x minus 1 into 5 or not? Have you understood how we got it? This is 8 rupees is the first 1 kilometer. It is common. Remaining kilometers how many? X minus 1 only, na? Because we don't know total how many kilometers does we travel here. So that is x. So first for 1 kilometer we have to subtract x minus 1. This is the pair. Now this is how much, children? 8 plus 5x minus 5. That equals to how much? 5x plus 3. This is the total charge. But our assumption, how much we took as a total charge?
Y.
Y or not? So according to problem, this y is equals to 5x plus 3. Now we got an equation or not?
Yes.
Do you know how to prepare the order base for this? Let us prepare the order base and prepare the points and plot the points on it, and then you can find it. For suppose, here I am preparing the point C. Have you all got it or how I got this equation?
Yes.
Okay, and now what is the y equals to 5x plus 3 only. Y equals to 5x plus 3. Prepare the points. Directly y value directly it is given na? So x 5x plus 3 and this value is y. And now some values you can take. Minus 2 I am taking. 5 into minus 2 plus 3. 5 into minus 2 minus 10. Minus 10 plus 3 7. Minus 7. Is it clear? Okay. And then minus 1 you can take. 5 into minus 1 plus 3. 5 into minus 1 minus 5 plus 3 minus 2. Is it clear? 0 you can take. 5 into 0 plus 3, that is equal to 3. 1 you can take. 5 into 1 plus 3, that equals to 8. That's all. These points are enough. Are you clear?
Yes.
Now, required points. Required points which satisfies the given line. What are the required points now here? Tell me now.
Minus 2,
Ah.
minus 7.
Okay.
Minus 1, minus 2.
Very good. Next.
0, 3.
Next.
1, 9.
By seeing this, I think you may remember one of the form this is. Y is equal to 5x plus 3. Here this 3 is called y-intercept I told you in yesterday's class. Are you clear? That means definitely if you draw this line, definitely it is passing through the point 0, 3. Definitely once you check it. This is the line this is 3, definitely that line will go to like this or somewhere, but here it will, that is the intersecting point of y-axis. And yeah, have you check it just once. Now we got the points now. Are you all able to plot the points and are you able to join the points or not? Check it now. Okay, this is the way we can prepare any situation into the linear equation form, and then you have to draw a graph. Got it? Come on, do it.